hello everybody. We've finally got our match going here today. So we've got a little bit of a delay. I know it was scheduled for 7:30 on our side, but we finally got a match to play today. So I'm going to quickly go straight through these teams because we've got to get going soon here. But we do have today PlayFly week number 2. So this is the regular league competition that we've been playing in. We have our ASU Sun Devils, of course, Patrick, Ebsky, and Lux. They're going to be playing against the Oregon Ducks today, J-Way, Spicy, and Arrow. And as far as I know, J-Way, Spicy, and Arrow, we've played them already before in CCS actually. So this should be a good match for sure. But I am confident that this team will be able to pull out the win. But yeah, it's going to be a close one for sure. I'm pretty sure. Let me send a message over there. All right, sweet. There we go. But yeah, like I said, this should be a very good matchup, and I'm thinking that it's going to be hopefully in the way of ASU because I do believe that they've got a better roster on here. But we will see. At the end of the day, I think both of these teams are very good, so it could go either way if we're being honest. But yeah, we're ready to get into the game, so we might as well just go straight to it. And hopefully everything is working on the Twitch side. I had to kind of rush to put this together, but we do have game number 1. Again, like I said, PlayFly week 2, ASU versus Oregon. And right off the bat, I'm expecting Oregon to hopefully have some sort of defense to match ASU's offense. That'll really make it a good game for sure. And obviously, ASU, when you're able to get a lot of shots on net, they usually do a very good job. A great shot there, and Patrick's gonna, almost open up the scoring. Eb couldn't clear it in. And that looked like already Lux was putting that pressure on that we expected out of ASU. And they very quickly began to mount an attack, and especially with Lux having such a presence on the ball like all the time. I play with him pretty regularly, so I would know. He's just always there, and that's a good thing to have when you, well, that's a good thing you want on your team specifically. You never want to be playing against someone who's got that, the ability to chase the ball and touch it very well every time. For now, though, University of Oregon starting to build their attack, which is good to see, and I think that they'll be happy to know that they will be able to put some offense on. I think something ASU has struggled with in the past has been defense, but they've been working on it as time has gone by. Ebsky now has the ball and a 1v1. He's going to flick it over. Chance on net if he can get around this. He does pop it over. It's going to go in. There's no defenders left for Oregon. And that's going to be goal number 1 going to ASU. And I would say pretty well earned goal, although it didn't really seem like Oregon had their defense locked down. They were just getting beat out to every single ball. And I was mistaken. It's J-Way, Spicy, and Aramis playing today. So that'll be Arrow on the sidelines for sure. Good start for ASU though. Getting a demo as well. Lux on the back side. I'm not sure if he grabbed the boost. I don't have the overlay on today because Bakasmod's had to update, and or they haven't sent an update through yet. So we're gonna go no overlay for today. Actually, making this bar out on the bottom out of the way. There we go. And yeah, it's gonna be a good matchup. But like I said, there's a shot. That's Patrick's gonna put that one in. 2-0. Like I said, ASU has a great offense, and Oregon's key to staying in this game is gonna be to stop that. And so far, they haven't really been able to do that. Patrick and Ebsky have just been great scorers throughout this entire season, ever since this team started playing together. And it's looking like that's just gonna continue. Now with a 2-0 lead, very comfortable for ASU. Not really looking like they're, giving up anything very easily. They should be able to hopefully control the pace of the game for the rest of the way throughout from here. And looking for a musty. Good touch away by the defender. Aramis is going to miss that double touch. Patrick's up for it as well. Didn't really get that touch he wanted. He did run out of boost, and J-Way just kind of a useless clear onto the orange side. That's going to create a counterattack for Ebsky and Lux. Ebsky, what a redirect into the top right. And I don't think anyone for Oregon was prepared for that. I know I wasn't. I thought he was going to maybe go for a double tap, maybe pass it over to Patrick, who was waiting in the midfield. Instead, he just goes straight to the top right corner. Aramis, you can see him looking on. He had no boost. There was no chance he was getting that. And 3-0, ASU looking like, just looking like the much better team. And I know that they were confident coming into this matchup, but this is something that we were not expecting. There is a kickoff goal, though, finally. Aramis is going to get 1 on the board. And it does come because, unfortunately, rough kickoff up onto the ceiling. Eb had gone for boost. Patrick didn't have any north 50. But sometimes you do end up giving up some of those, which is okay. Shouldn't be a super big issue. I think that's our coach that left. Should be fine, and there goes Evsky. He is not going to let that kickoff goal get in his head at all. And he takes that completely himself up onto the ceiling, fakes out Spicy here with the reset, uses a reset to pitch the ball up in the air beautifully. He's going to follow that up with the last remnants of whatever he had in his boost tank. It's going to be 4-1. Answers immediately back for the Sun Devils. It's looking very calm, very collected. They don't seem to be overextending very much. Just good rotations all around, and they're just looking like they are much better than Oregon at this moment in time. We're going to have to see what Oregon can do in the next couple games to kind of adapt to what the Sun Devils are putting up right now. There's a touch into the midfield. Lux might even be able to get the double. He didn't. Evsky almost had a chance. He's going to stay on the blue side for now. Patrick does not want to go away. He may even challenge this again. He does. No boost. It's over to Ed now. Spicy ran out all of his boost just to get to that ball. Luckily for him, J-Way is going to get a good 50 on Lux, and that's going to buy them a little bit of time now. Aram is pre-jumping Patrick. Patrick is just not able to get this ball out of his half. They've been pre-jumped twice now. J-Way looking for a double tap, maybe a triple tap. Evsky's up for it, though. All of Oregon now in the orange half, finally sensing the urgency. They know they have to put a goal in here. Otherwise, game one will be completely out of reach. Instead, Patrick looking for a redirect into the goal. You can see ASU feeling comfortable in their lead, starting to go for a couple cool shots on the offensive side of the ball. They are not worried about losing this game. Just keeping that confidence and the momentum up. Ball is waiting around in the blue half. Evsky's going to take it as well. Pops it up onto the ceiling. No one there to follow it up. No one needed to be. Still plenty of time wasting away on the clock. Patrick takes the ball himself. Looking for something, didn't have enough boost. Evsky almost had a read on it as well, and there's some miss from J-Way as he runs out of boost. Lux is going to put it under. Patrick is just pre-jumped and it's kind of open. He's going to get it to the middle for Evsky. Evsky now taking the ball himself with a musty. Patrick almost read him as well. Spicy gets a save, and it is going to go all the way back towards the orange half. Lux is going to clear it out quick. Oh, a bump there on the side wall. Opens up absolutely nothing for Oregon because they overcommitted again. And there's goal number 5 for Lux. It looked like there might have been a chance when you see Evsky get bumped off the ball like that, but Spicy couldn't make contact, and for some reason his teammate was jumping right behind him. That's going to be the 5th goal. We don't even need to watch this replay. Let me skip that. 5th goal in for ASU, looking incredibly comfortable, and if anything, if the series continues in any sort of similar fashion, this one may be over very quickly, folks. Evsky's going to put the ball into the corner, just waiting around. 30 seconds left. Maybe a chance for Patrick and Lux to connect in the midfield. Almost being able to. Spicy is going to try and create something, anything for his team to get any sort of pressure on this ball. Aramis might have a chance. Evsky's going to put it away. Low on boost, though. Lux is the only one. Well, Patrick's got some now, but a little bit awkward for ASU, although they're still able to clear it. No one was really there from Oregon. Lux is going to come over to the ball, take it, pinches it with Patrick as well. J-Way's going to put it over. Evsky going to control it, maybe give himself one more chance on the sidewall. Met by a couple Oregon players. Patrick may just let this go. He's going to get one more 50, and that should hit the ground. ASU taking one game up against Oregon, and like I said, that one looked simple. There's no other way to put it. And I think if the rest of the series continues this way, it'll be a nice 3-0. As long as Evsky's able to put on the pressure that he is. 3 goals for 4 shots. Efficient scorer. And of course his teammates there to assist. And as we've seen this team continue to play in all of these competitions and every single match that they do play, it's always been Evsky near the top of the scoreboard with those goals that he's putting in. But you can't count out the effort that Lux and Patrick are putting in. There's no Evsky without them, and we can see that as he's being assisted, dished passes constantly all the time, and that's really what's the key to ASU's success right now, is how well they're playing as a team. And of course Patrick also very, very good on the ball. We saw, well, if you were watching the live stream on the second channel last week, I believe, he did tell me after the fact that he scored a couple of real nice goals, and I believe him. Unfortunately, no VOD for it, so you'll just have to take our word for what it is. But everyone really on the ASU Sun Devils is very prolific on the ball and on offense. That's really the point I'm trying to get at here. Here comes a chance again on offense, and that might even go in. Evsky forces 2 to jump for that save. Patrick doesn't have any boosts. Getting a reset almost had enough, even with none left in the tank, to get one more touch on net. Patrick's going to try and leave it to Eb. Doesn't really get contact on it, but Patrick is going to put a middle. Ebb up for that as well. Aramis can't even reach that as he was kind of rotating back into his own net. Reached out a little too late. And a great challenge there from Patrick, and a nice touch from Ebb is going to lead right to a goal there as Aramis can't get that one in time. Opening goal again going to the Sun Devils. Now we were able to see Oregon answer back with 1 goal in the last game, and it was just a kickoff goal, but you know, you're gonna hope if you're Oregon that you can get a couple more goals out of your own merit. Maybe some outplays on the offense, as you can never count on, you know, kickoff goals or rotational mistakes on defense to be the source of all of your goals. So far for the Sun Devils, though, it's looked very comfortable. Aramis is going to charge in. Lux, not much boost, but does get it away in time. Does get 50'd. Patrick loses that one, although it's going to come right back out to him. He's going to take it 1 touch, maybe looking for a reset as well. Spicy gets up for that time. 2 jumped for ASU, so maybe a chance now on the other side for Oregon. Lux is going to keep that out. And it seems like even though Oregon had a 2v1 there, boost advantage, everything, they're just not quick enough to get the touches on the ball or put the pressure on net that they really need to be able to get any chance of winning this series. 2 are jumping there from Oregon. Not a great touch from Aramis either. It's going to leave the midfield wide open. Patrick's going to take his time, which is fine. Still gets the ball back, fakes it instead, and Lux top corner looking for it. J-Way puts it away in time. Aramis on the ball now. Maybe looking to start some sort of solo play, but he's not going to be able to create anything out of that opportunity. Lux beats another one out. It's just so quick to the ball every time. Lux has got to be the fastest player on the pitch pretty much most of these series we've seen. And it is absolutely the most valuable trait to have when you're just someone who's going to be there to back up your teammates, is to be there quick and to be there confidently every time. Lux is doing a great job at that. Aramis does get a nice redirect, maybe a chance for Spicy, as Ebb had no boost on the back. Lux still on that ball. Should get a challenge here as well. A great pinch out. Last man back is Aramis. Is he going to be able to handle this? He does. Patrick could, you know, jumped a little preemptively there, but still backed up by Evsky, who doesn't have any more boosts. Can't reach that again. Oregon looking at least a little bit more comfortable defensively. They've been able to put the mistakes to rest a little bit, and giving ASU less chances to capitalize on a couple of silly, you know, goals. But their offense really still has not amounted to anything. Just like it was kind of lost in the last game, it's not happening here. Lux almost had a chance to put it on net, but he didn't quite have enough boost. He accidentally 50s his teammate as he's trying to get back. Should be a clear here from Ebb. Lux managed to bump him out again, unfortunately. So a little bit of a mishap, miscommunications coming through from ASU. Finally, maybe might be the chance that Oregon needs. But yet they're still not able to do anything. No shot on goal coming through. That's a good touch into the middle, but no one there to follow it up again. And Oregon are letting all of their chances fall by the wayside. As you can see, a couple more rotational mistakes coming in from ASU, but none of them have cost them yet. Offense still looking strong though, as Lux puts the ball onto the blue half once again. Evsky chooses not to challenge that, which is fair. Gonna try and take time with his team to recover. Patrick trying to get it past one, doesn't. Met by the first line of defense. Lux gets a demo. That should open up a little bit for Ebb to take this up on the wall. He's going to get a free flip into that. Carries it almost over one, but he gets met again. Patrick had gone as well. Maybe a chance for Spicy. He's going to get met by Lux again. Lux might not get another contact on that, though. Patrick almost ended up own goaling. Still a 1-goal lead, and I was honestly expecting this game to be a lot more high-scoring in favor of ASU once again, just looking at how dominant they were in game number 1. But, you know, a lead is a lead as long as they can hold on to it. Still need to make sure that this defense holds tight for the next half a minute. Or maybe even getting one more goal. Lux and Patrick on the ball here. Patrick keeps it away from the clear, which is perfect. Just going to give Evsky a chance to get to this one. And Evsky is going to put the solidifying goal in the back of the net. 2-0. ASU Sun Devils now looking like they're going to wrap this game up, hopefully. Only 30 seconds now for Oregon to do what they really haven't done all series, which is to have a presence on offense that is threatening enough for ASU to make a mistake or for Oregon to get a goal through. Has not happened really at all this series. Their 1 goal coming off of a kickoff. 10 seconds, winding down now. All Patrick really has to do is get a touch out here. He does, onto the backboard. No one's going to be there. Ebb is just much quicker than the entire Oregon team. And game number 2, despite what Aramis does up here, doesn't matter anymore. And it is going to go through. Spicy actually is finally going to get a goal for Oregon in the last couple seconds of the game. But game number 2 and match point goes to the ASU Sun Devils. They are looking to get a clean sweep on this series. And they only need one more game to do so. All right, into game number 3. And this one is absolutely do or die for Oregon. To be honest, they all have, because as you see, if you give ASU a chance to run away with the series, they're not going to let it go. Finally, an opening goal for Oregon, though. As I said that, Oregon finally scores first. This might be the leverage they need to get themselves back into the series, and that's just a rough touch from Ebb, and he gets demoed, unfortunately. That's going to leave an open net for Oregon to score on. And for once this entire series, Oregon has scored a goal and taken the lead as well. It may just run right away from them though, as Ebski's going to put one right in and answer immediately to the question of whether or not this may be Oregon's comeback game. Ebski says, I don't think so. He's going to get a nice shot up into the top half of that net. And ASU is not going to let Oregon get any sort of momentum at all, as they bring themselves even once again. Patrick's going to give himself a chance up in the air, gets one reset, looking for another touch. Doesn't get it past Spicy, but he is going to give Ebb a chance now, who does get up for this. Lux, next man to commit, is going to get a 50 here. Pops it over one and past the second. That's crucial for Patrick to be able to beat out that last defender. Jayway has to rotate back to keep this one out of his own half for too long. Gets a couple weak touches on the ball though. Lux might have a chance now. It goes up in the air, looking to pass it over to Patrick or get a bump. Couldn't really quite do either. Good attempt though. And this might even be a chance for Oregon on the other side, as it didn't look like anyone from ASU was poised to get that save. But now Lux has got plenty of boost, taking him himself up in the air. Lux is so dangerous when you leave him that time. He's almost going to get that touch off of the ceiling. Couldn't make contact though. A miss from Jayway, fakes out Patrick. Aramis doesn't have any boost. And this is going to fall straight out to Lux again. Once again in the air, he's going to get a reset. Looking to get a musty through or fake it, and he's going to leave it all the way for him to come back and bump out the entire defense. Lux, in what might have been the slowest way possible to get a goal there, is going to do it all himself. Clears out the defense, gets a bump on Jayway, gets an Aramis' way. And he's going to take that one to go every single day. ASU up once again, having the lead in the game, with the lead in the series. And this is pretty much looking like a closeout game for ASU if they're able to hold on to this and keep that momentum going. Lux might start looking for a couple goals of his own, as he's been assisting beautifully this entire game. Does instead pass it off into the middle. Ebski and Patrick there to try and collect the ball. Good 50s. Lux has a chance to get up for this, and he does. Looking midfield once again. Gets a flip reset as well. Ebb didn't really redirect that towards net, but it's a tough shot, and I get that. Ebb's going to beat out the entire defense into the top right corner. Ebski just like a sniper. He's not going to miss that one. And the accuracy on some of these shots that he's been putting through all day today has been impressive, to say the least. 3-1, ASU Sun Devils in the lead again. Spicy and Jayway kind of need to get the communication together, looking for a chance to get Oregon onto the scoreboard again. Instead, the ball's just going to be carried out lightly by Patrick. Leaves it over to Ebb. Ebb's looking for a solo play. Haven't seen a like amazing solo play goal yet. He might even get one here. Gets 2 resets. Couldn't get it past the defender though. It's going to be a lot of pressure though, opening up the opportunity for ASU. No one challenges though, which is interesting. Patrick's going to have to come in after the ball's floated over to the other side. Oh, a miss by Aramis. That might even open it up for Patrick or Lux. They can get up for that in time. Lux smartly chooses to just leave the ball back. Unfortunately gets beat to that though. He's not going to read it. Neither can Aramis. Saving the Sun Devils for the time being. A little scary though. Spicy just gets 50'd so quickly. Good beat by Aramis. No one there in the midfield again is the demo on that Oregon player. Just going to completely alleviate all the pressure that they had. Maybe a chance though for Aramis. Eb's going to have to jump up for this. Eb's still last in net. J-Way has a chance to shoot it on target. He does, but no power at all on that shot. And that's not going to be enough to get it past the Sun Devils defense. Ball floating out weirdly. Patrick's going to beat out that defender in the corner. Lux without any boost trying to get it ball center. And it's just going to float. Unfortunately, no one really had much boost here. Maybe a chance for J-Way. He's going to pop it over. Good jump from Lux to meet that before it became threatening at all. Eb's going to take the ball himself. He's going to get this boost as well. If this pinch doesn't go through, he might have a chance for a solo play. He's going to go up for it. Gets a reset. Couldn't get it through. That might even... Oh, never mind. Lux is perfectly positioned, as always, to get that ball out of the net. As much as Lux can sometimes, you know, be a little too deep of a third man, as I've noticed, when he is that deep third man, there's no way you're getting it past him. And I think right now he kind of knows that that's the position he needs to be in. They're already up by 2 goals. Under a minute to go. All they need to do is keep this ball out. Lux does so once again. No boost, but still plenty of time to keep this one out. And he is playing exactly the way he needs to right now, just to keep this ball out of the net. Patrick looking for someone upfield. Ebski's going to put it in, and that might be a goal. Lux is going to come in and steal it at the last second, taking his second goal in this game. And that might be it. That frankly might be it. And it looks like for this entire series, as the last 30 seconds wind down, ASU has been in complete control from the get-go. Have not given Oregon a chance other than a couple kickoff goals, a couple mistakes, demos that did finally open up a couple things for Oregon, and then they didn't go and demo the rest of the series, which unfortunately for them, you know, if you're going to create 1 or 2 goals for yourself, at least try and kind of replicate what you did. But they couldn't make it happen. And for PlayFly Open Premier Week number 2, ASU Sun Devils against Oregon. ASU is going to take a 3-0 clean sweep in the series and improve their record to 2-0 for the season. Lux is going to get 1 more save on that shot from Ebski. Maybe trying to keep the MVP for himself, although he left too early for us to tell. And that's going to be game. ASU 3-0 over Oregon. And the entire time, it did not look difficult at all. We do have a game coming up next, so I'm going to go ahead and sort that out really quickly. So we can all just chill here. I'll turn the music up a little bit while I get this stuff sorted. Alright, you guys can watch the, or maybe not actually, I lied. It's probably not going to show up, but, oh it does, sweet. You guys can see me edit this in real time, and you can kind of tell what we got next. We got Texas Tech up next. This is going to be CCS now, another league, and we should have a chance now to put these guys on the field really quickly. I believe we got Bramble, Epic Z-Way, Wild on Texas Tech. And this is now going to be game number 2 for the night. We got 1 more for you guys, of course. As always, ASU Sun Devils not going anywhere. I'm gonna have to leave this match so that we can get into this next one, because my team is, my party is waiting on me. Alright, there we go. But yeah, just while they get this server sorted out, I'm gonna take a look at the Open Premier or PlayFly, the standings. So that's League number 1, we just played that game, ASU 3-0 over Oregon, obviously, and that is going to improve to 2-0 for the league. And now at the top of the conference, with teams such as Loyola Marymount, Arizona, also at 1-0, 1-1, CSU Rams as well, Colorado State, 1-1. A couple other teams in here, I don't know what team that is, OKEA, University of British Columbia, Okanaka, Oregon Green now, unfortunately, 0-2 in the conference, and then Oregon State as well, 0-2. And they're going to get this server sorted out, so we can just sit here and chill. Let me turn this music back down a little bit. All right, there we go. Yeah, so that was, like I said, PlayFly. We've got a conference with 7 other teams in the West. And now moving on to CCS. So CCS, if you haven't seen the, what's it called? If you haven't seen the way that collegiate athletic conferences work, we're in the Big 12, obviously, and now playing against all Big 12 schools in this Rocket League adjacent, what's it called? Rocket League adjacent league to the conference that we're in. So they're organizing all of these games based on conference. And today is going to be Texas Tech. And Texas Tech, it's kind of funny because we did just play them in football as well. So unfortunately we took the loss in that. ASU's football team couldn't quite get the best of Texas Tech. Make sure Patrick knows the leader. I do see in chat there's a question, is there a bracket link? I have a bracket link for PlayFly, which I will go ahead and send right now. I do not have a bracket link for, what's it called? Don't have a bracket link for CCS yet. So let me pull up the bracket link here. Here we go. Let me make sure these guys aren't joining teams yet. Oh, they are. Okay, well, we're going to have to get into the game. I'll put the bracket link in real quick. This is for the PlayFly League. And I'm going to move over to the game because we got it started already. Sweet. There we go. It's perfect. All right, so there's a PlayFly link. Like I said, for CCS, just conference teams. So if you look up Big 12 conference teams for ASU Athletics, it's going to be the exact same ones we're playing against in esports. And this is now going to be the opening game for ASU versus Texas Tech, best of 5 for CCS. This is week number 4, I think, for CCS. I kind of forgot already. Maybe 3. And I should probably change the stream title, shouldn't I? So I will go ahead and do that when I get a chance. But now into game number 1. ASU Sun Devils now on blue team. So a quick change of colors here. Wild's going to take the ball up onto the ceilings. Not going to amount to anything quite yet. 2 are on the backboard, though, for ASU, and they're going to have to recover for this. Everyone kind of looking a little awkward right now on the blue side. And ASU, obviously now on the blue team, is going to have to get this out of their side. Bramble's going to come through and get 1 goal, though. And he's going to open up the scoring here. And let me go ahead and change this team real quick. Or the title, sorry. Should be week 3, I believe. There we go. All right, title should be changed now. We're back in the game. And ASU now down. This may be a slightly more difficult matchup. We did see them 3-0 Oregon in what looked to be a pretty simple game for them. Oh, Patrick couldn't get a contact on that. That's going to float across the net. No goal there for ASU. And this may be more difficult. Maybe a series that we'll have to focus in a little bit more on. So felt like that last one could have been warm-up for this. Bramble might even have a chance to double tap it in. He is. He's going to put Texas Tech up by 2 goals now, which is unfortunate to see. But hopefully enough time should be available for ASU to get back into this one. Only less than a minute and a half have wasted off the clock so far. Shot attempt from Patrick is going to go off to the side. And everyone kind of floundering around in this orange half. Maybe a chance now. Patrick's going to get up for it again. Book? Book? I don't know. I'm going to go with Book, I think. Book was able to get that one away in time. Everyone from ASU now on the side. Just looking at it, like the rotations have kind of fallen apart a little bit from ASU between the series we just played 5 minutes ago and now. So hopefully that's just kind of a mental thing right now. They can get back into it. So far, Texas Tech have looked like the better team rotationally. Plenty of time, though, to recover from that. Oh, and a jump from Patrick a little early. Lux is going to have to get a save out here, and he does. Still boost for him as well. He's going to get past 1. No one is going up for this. Doesn't look like anyone really has any boost, so kind of just a recovery period from both teams. Shot on target here. Lux is going to have to save it away. Still no boost, though, and he's making defensive plays Gonna need to get this ball out before the demos are too much to handle. There's two of them come on the backside, but luckily no one is going to suffer from it. Chance now for Ebsky to get it over, and he does. Bramble's gonna have to make a diving save for that. Wilds looks a little awkward off of this top wall. He does get a touch though. And Eb's gonna take this himself. He's gonna get it over, pops it up for one. Maybe gonna leave it for someone. Luck's trying to come in and help him out, but he couldn't. And Texas Tech have survived once again. It's looking like the ASU offense is at least starting to wake up a little bit more, kind of what we saw in the last series. But Texas Tech so far has been handling it well, and with a 2-goal lead early, that might be all they need. Patrick's just gonna have to come in and save this one off of getting demoed. Quick jump, Ebsky looking for something himself. He's gonna pass it off to Lux instead. Lux can't get a touch in the midfield. Ebsky's still here. ASU needs to score pretty quickly, as we've seen Texas Tech be able to hold on defensively for a long time, so the Sun Devils are going to need to give themselves as much time as possible. Maybe an open net for Eb. He's going to put it midfield. Patrick is there. And finally, goal number 1 goes in for the Sun Devils off of 2 great 50s from Lux up in the air. And Book just had no boost to get back for that. So I was probably mistaken about who was playing. I don't remember who I listed on the teams. It's always kind of confusing because they had like 6 people in the Discord, so I I really have no idea who's playing every single time that I have to set up those text boxes. Still over a minute to go. ASU now looking a little bit more comfortable. A couple defensive mistakes did cost them early, but they might have a chance to make up for it on offense here. Patrick's gonna have to take his time though. Catch it off to the side. Someone's pressuring quickly. It's Wilds on the ball, very quick. And Texas Tech just looks to be like there for everything so far. And a miss finally from Book. Might even another one from Wild as well. Gives Patrick a chance. Puts it on target. Lux doesn't have much boost. He's gonna challenge. He's gonna get beat. Flat out beaten. Ebsky's gonna have to get a touch over to the side. Patrick with a good clear. Texas Tech right now just playing the most safe Rocket League I think I've ever seen, as they're just kind of waiting around for the ball to come to them. Ebsky might have a chance to double this in. He's looking for it. 2 have to jump for Texas Tech, maybe an opening. Lux is going to get it midfield. It is in, and it's going to go through. Lux finally ties the game up for ASU with 19 seconds to go. A great job by him to make sure that this game is not quite out of reach just yet for ASU. Maybe even a goal here from Patrick if he can get it past Bramble. Bramble has full boost. Patrick into the midfield. Lux is going to jump. Plenty of time to get this one through. Patrick's going to get up as well. He might even beat one here. Chance for Ebsky if he follows it up. Ebsky shot on net, and it's going to go through. Ebsky might have stolen game number 1 away from Texas Tech in the last dying moments of this game. Great shot there. Great placement from him to recognize Bramble was going to go for that ceiling, the in-goal squishy save. He might have just snuck this one away for ASU in time. Wilds is going to give his team one more last chance. It's going to go over and off the crossbar. Shot from Book is just off target. And ASU Sun Devils with an unlikely win in game number 1. They started off incredibly slow, but finally found their form, exactly what we just saw in the last series against Oregon. It looked like they showed it for the last 2 to 3 minutes of that game, and that's all you need to get the win. Just edging it out in the last couple of seconds. Into game number 2 now. Maybe ASU is going to be able to continue this momentum that they started out of the end of the last game, and keep on creating that offensive pressure that we saw in the Oregon series. Lux might even flat out beat the defender here. He does. Chance for Patrick. Didn't have enough boost to get over it though, which is alright. Still pressure mounting for blue team. Gonna get it into the midfield. Ebsky. Book was there waiting for the save. I still have no idea if it's Book or how the heck to pronounce that. I hope I'm doing it right, but you never know. They are not making it easy on me with these names. Why can't everyone's name be like Patrick or Eb? Those are easy. Someone's gonna have to clear it out here for ASU. Lux is gonna be the one to do so. Patrick giving himself a chance. Didn't look like it was quick enough for him to keep it on though. Almost a chance. It looked like Patrick kind of got it off to Eb, and someone was supposed to challenge from Texas Tech, and no one really did. And almost a, you know, a kind of cheeky goal going in for ASU. Eb's gonna get up for this. Gets a 50. Miss from Patrick, might even leave the net open. Bramble completely missed, but he didn't have much boost either, so it's understandable. Sometimes you can't get around those. Patrick gets beat out. Maybe didn't know that the defender was coming, or the offense was coming through. Oh, Bramble jumped a little early. Patrick gets bumped out, luckily for Texas Tech, as ASU might have had a chance to capitalize off of the jump from the preemptive jump from the defender. Oh, that's a touch through, and Eb might even be able to force it through. Patrick and Eb almost connected on the orange half to put that one through. Lux, unaware that both of those players really ran out of boost completely, so he's going to have to let it come back to his side. Lux giving himself a chance in the air, looking like he's going to get a reset. Eb was up with him as well, and Eb couldn't get it through. Patrick is going to take a chance, puts it right at Wilds, unfortunately. And they're trying to get the ball back to defense, but that might even go in. Patrick was trying to clear this ball over to his teammate and took control of it, maybe a little bit too long here, and leaves it right into Bramble and Lux. Bramble's going to win that 50. First goal in game number 2 also going to Texas Tech, but we've seen ASU be able to come back pretty easily. This might be bad though if this one goes through. Patrick couldn't make contact and at least faked out the defender. Eb's going to go upfield here. Maybe he has a chance to double this. Probably going to leave it for Lux here. Lux couldn't get it on target. Patrick might have a chance. Patrick is going to take the open net. ASU, quick answer. And a good job there from Eb. I think as he put it away from himself, he knew he wasn't going to get the double. I'm sure he communicated that to his team. And quick 1-2 from Lux and Patrick off the backboard to get that one through. Texas Tech does look like a more consistent rotational team. But just like Oregon, it looks like they're unable to match the speed of ASU whenever their challenges are coming on their side. And Eb is going to beat out a defender again. There's a second goal coming in for ASU. And another one that's just clean wins on 1v1s from everyone. A 50 from Patrick. And Eb is just way quicker than the defense on that one. I misclicked there. There we go. ASU now with the lead with plenty of the game to go, so we'll see if they're able to hold on to this one. Patrick had enough boost, keeps that one away in time. Book jumped a little early for that, and Eb is not going to be able to capitalize, didn't have much boost anyways. Book up for it again. Lux now going for that one. Chance for Bramble to take advantage of the demo. If he doesn't, it's going to float across, and this shouldn't be very threatening yet for Texas Tech. Good shot on net, but FC should be able to save this. Goes midfield again though, and I think a couple too many people jumped for that on ASU. I said it wasn't going to be threatening, but yeah, it looks like a double commit here from Eb and Lux on the defense, and great pass midfield, and that's going to be goal number 2 for Texas Tech, tying it back up with 2 minutes to play. Bramble's going to take this ball out completely on that orange half. He's going to give himself another chance on net too. Ebski should be able to keep this one away. He's going to carry it as well. Out to Bramble once again, who looks like is kind of the first man on offense for Texas Tech. So far ASU able to deal with him at the very least, which is good. Ball still floating around here as Ebski putting it into the corner. Chance now into the midfield. Bramble again with multiple touches to make the clear a little bit more difficult for the Sun Devils. Patrick though beats out defender completely here. Book has enough boost to get to it. Only one touch though. Eb not able to get it. Lux is going to look for a shot with no boost and a lot of power generated off of that one. Patrick going to take himself up onto the ceiling, looking to get it past 2, almost able to get that bounce touch one more time, but Bramble's going to catch that one in time. Lux up in the air. Know how dangerous he can be. He's going to get a couple touches and a 50. He's going to give Eb a perfect chance for this, but Patrick also jumped in the midfield. Maybe a chance now the other way for Texas Tech if Luke can get a redirect here. It's going to go into the corner. Demo from Lux though opens it up, and maybe a counterattack now for ASU. As Patrick much quicker than the entire offense, and there's Lux in the midfield. And what looked like might have been a chance for Texas Tech on offense immediately within the span of a couple seconds turned into a wide open net for ASU. And goal number 3 to give themselves the lead with under a minute to play. 50 on the back line from Ebb. Boop's going to come through. Lux with a great save off of that back wall. Patrick's going to get demoed. Lux doesn't have much boost either. Neither does Ebb. A little bit dangerous right now for ASU on defense, but a clear is enough for now. Texas Tech still lurking, threatening to get a goal. But Ebb is just too quick, and Patrick might even have a chance to 1v1. What a flick up into the air! And he clears out both defenders, has to force one to come through. Lux is going to get a touch up into the air, looking for a bump instead. Wilds is completely caught out by that. Patrick wins the 50. Time is ticking down. One more chance for Texas Tech if they're able to create one. Bramble into the midfield, Boop looking for a redirect, and it's not powerful enough. The ball's going to hit the ground. And ASU Sun Devils take game number 2. Match point again for the series. This might be one of the quickest 2 series streams that I've ever put on if they're able to get a 3-0 sweep again here. Tonight might just be their night. As we wait for these players to ready up. We will wait to get into game number 3. This could be the end of the series right here, if ASU has anything to say about it. Book. Never mind. I was about to say Book is going to look to try and get his teammate a pass or try and get the scoring opening for Texas Tech, and he just gets bumped out completely. As soon as I started thinking it too. Good pass in the midfield. Patrick looking for a double tap. Patrick getting the ankle as well. Wilds is not going to get the save there. And ASU immediately strikes first. Great pass from Ebb over to Patrick. Patrick is easily one of the most consistent players with double taps that I've seen. And he's going to take that one all day, every day. Goal number 1 for ASU. Ebb's going to put pressure on. The ball has not really left the orange half much at all yet. We'll see if someone's able to start something here. For Texas Tech. No one on defense. Bramble's going to have to rush back. Looking for a demo on Ebsky instead of going for the ball, which is interesting. He's going to give Ebsky a chance to keep this himself. Gets it past 2. Patrick is almost able to capitalize off of the fact that 2 Texas Tech defenders ran into each other there. Ebb, plenty of time, almost got pre-jumped. Instead, he's going to give himself plenty of time for the solo play. Gets a reset, looking for it himself, and he's going to almost get that one. Went right underneath him, though. Wilds able to keep it out for now. Lux playing that deep third man that we know. He's just going to waste as much time as possible. Does get demoed, which is uncharacteristic. Normally, he's able to get that clear pretty easily, but Texas Tech maybe reading that a little better than he expected. He's now going to come in to play offense, though. Lux looking for the midfield or the bump. Gets neither, really. Enough pressure, though, for Ebsky to get a chance here. Ebsky's going to take his time. Looking like he's going to go under. Pre-flips that over, and is any of the team is going to challenge? No, they're going to take their time, which is all right. Uh-oh, Patrick might have timed it out to the boot in the middle. Lux is going to have to get a read here. He does. Patrick's just going to bang this one out. Crisis averted for ASU as it looked a little awkward as Patrick put it midfield. Lux beats out the challenge. Bramble, good read on the backboard to keep it out for now. Ebsky meets him very early. Wilds not getting a touch on that. Wilds on the defensive half has kind of made a couple mistakes, almost 50ing out his teammate as well. That's cost Texas Tech in the early moments of this game. We'll have to see if he can clean those up in order to get his team any sort of momentum in this series. ASU looking like they want a 3-0 sweep another one today. Patrick's going to give a chance. Ball goes up. No boost in for him, though. He's going to have to come back as Lux is going to take his turn. Ran out of boost as well. Good pass off to Ebsky. Ooh, weak touch from Ebsky. They're pumping each other in the net. It's going to go in anyways. I thought there was absolutely no chance with the lack of power that Ebsky put on that ball. Kind of a weak bounce. Maybe looking for the bouncer touch. Oh, Wilds just landed on Bramble as the ball came towards them on the back line. That would have looked a little bit lucky for Ebsky, but hey, it's a goal. Goal is a goal. And ASU now up 2 goals. And no sign of life for the Texas Tech offense right now. And their defense has not been holding up too strong either. Nothing at all. 2 players challenging Patrick. The third one's going to get beat out. There's going to be a chance for Ebsky. He's going to 50 it through. Goal number 3 for ASU. the strength of schedule today was, I guess, not very difficult. So they're going to get their third on the road to a 3-0 sweep. Still plenty of time to play, but to be honest, what I've seen out of Texas Tech so far, it just looks like ASU is the faster, better team. There goes Lux once again. He's going to fake out the defender. That's disrespectful to get the ASU's 4th goal. Everyone now getting a goal in their own special way. I won't skip it. Let's watch that one back. There we go. We'll have to see if we have any other freestyle opportunities. Let me take a check at the scoreboard real quick. Everyone's gotten a goal now. Ebski, as usual, on the top with 2. Maybe one of his teammates is going to get a couple more chances. We'll see. Patrick's going to get a 50 and another touch past the defense. Beautiful read from him. Eb's going to look for a double touch. And Eb is going to try and run away with this striker accolade for the end of the game as he gets his 3rd goal. And not much boost to his name, but he's still going to put that one in no matter what. Doesn't seem like it matters at all to Ebski. Bramble giving himself a chance. Finally gets a reset. Ed didn't have any boost. But it's still not going to work out for them. And Wild's just not anywhere near the middle of the field to get that touch either. Patrick, no boost. Going to look for his teammate back. Lux, plenty of time to get it over to Eb. Eb's going to pop it up very high. Couldn't beat out Bramble, though. Patrick shot on net over the top of Wilds, who couldn't clear it out in time. Did get that touch off the crossbar, though, which is decent enough. Ball over to Book, actually. Sorry, not Bramble. And a bit of a misread from Lux on the backboard. Eb comes in to save him. A team pinch between Eb and Patrick. This is getting out of hand. I was just watching, just kind of enjoying the game as Ebski got a demo, and Patrick and Ebski are going to combine for a team pinch right in the top right corner. And it looks too easy from ASU right now. Texas Tech, I think they may have realized that they are being outmatched in every way in this series right now. Maybe they can get 1 goal as a consolation here. Might start with Bramble, but Lux is going to keep that out in time. And if you're Texas Tech, you kind of just want to bounce back from the series, kind of understand that this series may have been out of your hands, as it looks like today ASU was just way too strong for any of their opponents. They just looked like a little bit more consistent, a tiny bit more consistent. I said at the beginning of the series, Texas Tech looked better rotationally. As time went on, though, especially on defense, that rotation kind of fell apart. And ASU just too speedy for Texas Tech at the end of the day. And whether or not anyone scores any more goals in the rest of the series, today the victors are going to be ASU. 3-0 sweep over Oregon. 3-0 sweep over Texas Tech. They are getting us out of here early. Not even a shot from Bramble will go through in time. And as the clock ticks down, ASU is going to come away with the 3-0 sweep. And the Sun Devils, just too much for the Red Raiders today. And that's going to be it for the stream today. Not much more that I have to say, really, after that one. I mean, just a dominant performance from ASU. You could kind of see that it was a little bit of a mismatch, maybe, as far as the matchup went. These are not the people who played, but yeah, who cares? I was close enough. But yeah, as I said, the matchup kind of looked a little out of hand once it got into game number 3, especially once those goals started going through. But ASU just looked like the better team today, and unfortunately that's the way it is. Just like how it is in athletics and football, as we saw between ASU and Texas Tech this past weekend, and in all other sports, sometimes there's just a mismatch, and sometimes the team that's favored to come out on top is going to come out on top, and that's exactly what ASU did today. They knew they were confident enough coming into the series to get the win, and they just played the way that they knew they had to play. And it's going to be a nice little 3-0 to get us out of here a little bit early. So that's going to be it for today. And yeah, thanks you guys for watching. Obviously, that was ASU versus Oregon in PlayFly, and ASU versus Texas Tech in CCS. And PlayFly and CCS will continue next week. and possibly later this week as well. I'll have to check on that. We do have a game for ASU Inferno, which is the other team, the other varsity team for ASU for Rocket League, and that'll be on Friday at 7 p.m. as far as I'm aware right now. That's when it was scheduled for. Should have been today, but we had to move it back a little bit. So if you haven't seen ASU Inferno play yet, then I highly recommend you tune into that. It'll be their first game for PlayFly as well for their league, and the first time we'll get to have them on stream. And I think it's going to be a great matchup. So for now, that'll be it. I expect to see everyone here in chat at that stream on Friday at 7 to cheer on ASU Inferno. Like I said, ASU Sun Devils may have games this week or next week. But for now, that'll be it from us. So thank you for watching. Have a good rest of your night, and we'll see you next time.